This is Ryan, Interstate Mortgage. I'm in my courtyard office here. That I would go through option for realtors. In this market, you got to differentiate yourself, add some new options for your buyers, your prospective clients that you want to purchase your home. So today we're going to talk about the 2-1 temporary buy down strategy. In this market, as you know, it's a buyer's market. So sellers were the kings for quite a while. It was stand in line. If you're a buyer, maybe the seller responds, maybe they don't. They've got 20 other people beating down their door. Now it's flipped. So it's a normal, healthy market to have ebbs and flows, and we can't just go to the moon straight. It's going to have ups and downs along the way, and so just sellers, don't panic, because that will create a trend that does start really affecting values if you are just dropping price after price trying to get this property sold. Realize that sometimes the buyers just aren't there. So timing is critical, and if you can't, if you have to sell, look at other options. As far as rental, can you qualify with the new home? If you have this home rented, would be another example. So just really understanding all your options, other than I got to keep dropping and dropping until the sharks show up, and that's never a good plan. So as we said, differentiate from the pack, having other options that are unique to your home, because your seller's willing to throw some concessions in. That's good. So anything you can do that gets the buyer's attention is key. So just think about what the buyers had to do on the flip side of this. They had to waive appraisals, they had to waive inspections, they made it very easy for the seller. So now the seller is going to have to reciprocate that. Learn more about the lending options. This will be one today, but we are going to do multiple episodes in this channel. So make sure to like and share, especially with other realtors or buyers, sellers. We hope that this will educate the market and bring it together. So without further ado, let's look at a 2-1 temporary buy down. Okay, so in this case, we're going to use let's just say a loan amount of $715, and we can leave the price at $900,000 is fine. The market today, I'd say, is about a 6.75 ballpark. Rates have gone up in the last week or two. Just a public service announcement: if you're an agent working a buyer right now and you have not locked in your rate, I recommend you lock in a rate before the purchase contract. I did say that. You heard it correct. Lock it in prior to a property, especially if they're serious and they're going to be, they're going to be writing an offer and getting one in the next 30 days, couple of weeks. Get it locked in. That's my advice to you, based on what the feds and the world is doing right now. So in this case right here today, we're looking at 6.25 on this case study. 30-year fixed, 12-month payment. That's pretty obvious. The typical payment on this would be $46.37. So on a 2-1 buy down, the first number 2 represents what the rate would be for the first year, and then the 1 represents a 1% increase, or 1% below the current market today, for the next year. So this is a program that involves a seller concession, and you're going to say, well, how much does this cost the seller? So that's what we're going to go through right now. The first year, we're subsidizing this buyer's payment to get them in the door almost $1,000 a month, $907. And so if you run that calculation, the seller is picking this up with the concession. So $907 a month times 12 payments is going to be approximately $10,892. Year 2, that rate bumps up a little bit, but it's still less than 500, almost $500 less at a 464. You take that times 12, and we've got an additional $55.79. So in this example here, the seller would contribute just under 2%, so about $16,000 towards the buyer. This program is ran through servicing, so each month your statement will reflect the buydown payment for the first 12 months and then the new payment the following 12 months. So during the course of this program, we have saved you almost 16 and a half on the payment. So it's a big deal, big incentive, and the best part is we are hoping that the rates are artificially high right now with all the uncertainty and the federal actions. As things move more into a traditional market, we would see these numbers come back into the low mid fives. And what that means is then we would, when you see those rates drop back down, hopefully in this 24-month window, we'll do a no-cost refinance and get you back into a traditional 30-year fixed. So let's say you're halfway through the program and you've used up this 10,000, but you never used this up. We'll actually apply this to your principal reduction. So when we refinance, that money's not wasted. You still get to use that money. So makes it a win-win, and we're hoping that this will give you a competitive edge in your market. If you have a scenario that you'd like to run by us, by all means, feel free to reach out. We'd love to work with you and show you some other ideas that may hopefully get your deals closed. So again, thanks so much for listening and have a great day.